Black Lives Matter. Good afternoon. I organize with the Black Lives Matter chapter locally. I don't direct it. I organize. I am the co-founder of that chapter. But it is a chapter led predominantly by Black women. And I'm a part of a network that is led predominantly by Black women and Black queer women and Black trans women. And I'm a part of a movement that is also led by Black women and Black trans women and Black queer women. I'm grateful for the opportunity to speak here today. None of today's speakers can fully represent the array of magnificent women in our community, many of which don't hold public positions of affluence or prestigious titles, many of whom are disregarded because they are poor and without degrees. Many women that are not here refuse to speak Imperial English and use inflammatory language because they live inflammatory lives. Women transcend titles and labels and organizations. Those just happen to be things that our capitalist patriarchal society has selected as our most notable qualities. And that's because it furthers that capitalist patriarchal agenda. But who are we as thinking, feeling human beings? As we stand here en masse, lifting up messages of feminism and woman empowerment, it somehow feels disingenuous to me. Women allowed this very march to be largely planned by men. Women neglected to stand up for themselves or other women as important questions were asked by participants who wanted to ensure that this march was as inclusive and intersectional as possible. Women gave the A-OK to speaking at a bar that has created a drink called Nasty Woman in our honor, when we know that alcohol is a key factor in most cases of rape and violence against women. Where is the grit and gall of Marsha P. Johnson, Sylvia Rivera, Fannie Lou Hamer, Ida B. Wells, Harriet Tubman, Jane Addams, individuals who recognize the intricate ways in which their sex assignment intersected with their race and their class and their sexuality, and the various ways that they were oppressed because of them. We talk a lot about feminine oppression from men, which is real and active always. But what are the ways that we oppress one another, women? I'm looking out into this crowd of hundreds, maybe thousands of white women who claim to be in solidarity with Black women today. But white women are often the very purveyors of racist aggressions against Black women. Where is your support and solidarity when Muslim women are getting their hijabs pulled off and being spat upon? Did you rise up when 270 Nigerian schoolgirls were kidnapped and disappeared? Did you cry out when over 16 trans women were murdered last year? No. It is white women who failed to acknowledge me in the grocery store line while greeting the person before me and after me. It is white women who follow me around retail stores with questioning glances at my purse and my pockets. It is white women who chose white privilege over gender in the last presidential election. And it is little white girls who are often the first people who call little Black girls niggers. So you are also my oppressor. Therefore I ask, who will stand up for Black women and girls? When the dust settles and the crowds and cameras disperse, that is when we need you. That is when your true self is revealed. I'll end with a quote by Bell Hooks. The process begins with the individual woman's acceptance that American women, without exception, are socialized to be racist, classist, and sexist, in varying degrees, and that labeling ourselves feminists does not change the fact that we must consciously work to rid ourselves of the legacy of negative socialization. Peace to you all. Peace.